over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
On the back of the announcement at the celebration of football, NPLSA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, which will see 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will obviously benefit the football community as a whole.
It can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would the kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. Everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here again will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about this sport and a passion about this club. They'll be able to come here now, get trained up and actually take on the team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with NPLSA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given the professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Hello, good evening and welcome to Kilburn Sportsplex here for this Apex Steel Women's National Premier League's South Australia match between the host side West Adelaide and the visitors West Torrens Birkalla. I'm your host David Grant. I'll be taking you through the next 90 minutes of football and I'll give you the starting 11. Firstly for West Adelaide, number 1 Erin Murphy, number 2 Emily Hodgson, number 3 Gemma McFarlane, 6 Abby Burns, 8 Georgia Macri, 11 Laura Johns, 12 the captain Nicole Blackett, 14 Victoria Costanzo, 15 Lily DeCola, 19 Leah Noto, 27 Nina Yamada. For West Torrens Birkalla, they line up as follows: number 2 Ellie Princess, the captain, number 3 Mabel Day, 4 Nicole Robertson, 7 Talia Bellardo, 8 Sasha Williams, 12 Michaela Quinn, 15 Caitlin Weirden, 20 Inanna Tuvey, the goalkeeper, 24 Mariah Applin, 25 Jasmine Franks, and 27 the German player Lena Vogelsang. West Adelaide are top of the Apex Steel WNPL. They have won 9 of their 11 games and drawn 2. But those 2 draws have come in the last 4 games. 0-0 last week, or 2 weeks ago should I say. Last week was the Cup versus Adelaide Uni away, and 3-3, a 3-all draw 3 weeks ago versus Metro United at home. Last week's 0-0 draw was the first game that West have not scored in this season. They obviously haven't lost in cup matches either, beating Flinders 5-1 in round 1, Modbury Jets 7-1, and then Metro United 3-2. West Torrens Birkalla come into this game sitting 4th behind Football NTC, who are 3rd, and Comets in 2nd. And they can climb from 4th to 2nd if they win tonight, but only if NTC and Comets both lose their games versus Flinders and Adelaide City respectively. Referee tonight is Mark Michael, and he will be assisted by Cameron Joy on one side and Joshua Farrow on the other. And I'm not alone tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm joined by a local football celebrity. Is it right to call you that, Paul?
It's very kind of you there. Yeah. Probably a bit much, but I'll take it, thank you.
It's Paul Morris who's with me in the commentary booth tonight to cover this game. Looking forward to this one, Paul?
I am. First versus 4th, and beating West Adelaide against Birkalla, who've done really well in the last few weeks. And in our last game against Adelaide City, had a really good 4-0 victory.
Yeah, I covered West Torrens Birkalla's game a fortnight ago, and it was the weather was atrocious, blowing a gale and pouring with rain. So it's nice to be in a sheltered spot here tonight for this Apex Steel Women's National Premier League's match.
Oh, it's good facilities. It's my first time here at the.
You haven't been here before?
No, not been here before. So it's my first time here, and it's nice to be here in a little bit of a commentary box rather than standing on a bit of scaffold in the elements. So
yeah, no, it's a nice facility.
It is. It's really good.
Hey Paul, love the game. Why not study it? Flinders University now offers degrees in sport, teaching, psychology, social work and more at its new city campus. Apply now for mid-year entry. You'd be a mature student, wouldn't you, Paul?
Oh, very, very mature if I went back.
We thank our partners Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel NPLSA. And we are underway here at Kilburn. Sasha Williams, the player, getting the shot in early there, to Lena Vogelsang. And Erin Murphy pulls off the save. Early foray into attack for West Torrens Birkalla, who, as you said, finished or are currently 4th in the ladder. And can West Adelaide win every single game this year? Or they've drawn 2 in their last 4, so you would think, there is a vulnerability there somewhere, and maybe West Torrens Birkalla are the team that can do some damage. As Abby Burns links up with Nicole Blackett down the left-hand side. But the ball's cleared by Jasmine Franks for West Torrens Birkalla. So did you coach against either of these teams this year?
Birkalla, twice Birkalla. We lost when I was at Metro 3-1 in the league, and then we beat them 2 weeks later in the cup down at Jack Smith Park.
As Abby Burns just gets the cross in the middle. And it's a race to the ball. Nina Yamada gets there first. She looked across with her right, opts to use her left instead. Straight at 2 and it's a comfortable save.
Again, coached against West Adelaide many times over the last 4 years. So
they're an impressive side, and they're having a good year this year as well, aren't they? I mean, they're into the cup final, of course, having beaten Metro United 3-2 last week. A game you were at. What were your thoughts of that, Paul?
Yeah, no, I was there last week. I was there for both semi-finals, to be honest. I thought Salisbury were a little unlucky in the first one. It was a good strike in the last 5 minutes from NTC to give them the win. Nothing much in that game, and then the second game there was obviously West Adelaide against Metro. Very, very even game. I thought Metro was slightly unlucky. Probably the big difference on the day. West Adelaide had a little bit of quality to bring off the bench. Emily Hodgson, Lena Noto came off the bench, and Abby Burns, who made the difference in the end and set up the goal for Nina Yamada in the last sort of 5-6 minutes of the game to get the win for West Adelaide. But it was a very, very even game for long periods.
Another shot on goal there, comfortably saved though, routine enough for Inanna Tuvi. Both sides really just trying to feel each other out, I suppose, in these first few minutes. But West Adelaide certainly have had more to show in front of goal as Nicole Blackett seeks to try and bring the ball under control. Doesn't do so, though, and it's cleared by Franks, who might be one of the busier players tonight with Blackett down that left-hand side, I'd say.
They've got very good front three in Blackett, Yamada, and Georgia Macri there.
There is Yamada, seen out by Mabel Day, but wins the throw. Laura Johns with that thrown out. Yamada plays into the middle. Emily Hodgson tries to thread the ball through. Doesn't come off, and West Torrens Birkalla clear the lines, but only as far as Gemma McFarlane, who receives it again. Plays in Victoria Costanzo. Lily DeCola. Back to McFarlane. Abby Burns seen plenty of the ball so far in this opening few minutes. And West Torrens Birkalla win the throw. Nicole Robertson with it on the far side. Got a new phone, Paul. Don't know how to use it. Excuse me, I'm trying to bring you the score in the other game tonight. There is another WNPL game on tonight. Adelaide City and Adelaide Comets. They're 20 minutes into their game, so they kicked off just before us. It's nothing each over at Adelaide City Park.
Again, probably a must-win game for Adelaide City over there. They don't want to end up being potentially isolated at the foot of the league there, still with 5-6 games to go after this round.
I sort of feel that almost every game that I've covered for Adelaide City has been a must-win for them. You know, ever since they started that set of slide, as West Adelaide come through here, offside, play stopped and brought back. But I sort of feel that West Adelaide and Campbelltown City as well, to a lesser extent, maybe have been, you know, on must-win games for the last probably 6 or 7.
Yeah, we played Adelaide City pre-season in the pre-season cup and won at Adelaide City Park. And prior to that, I thought, you know, the Adelaide City have always had a decent season, been there, up there or thereabouts, always made finals, and it sort of made you think, oh, are they going to be as strong and have the depth as previous season? And unfortunately, I think they've had one or two injuries that have affected them and hampered them a little bit, and unexpectedly they're down at the bottom of the table, which no one would have predicted back in March.
Absolutely not. I don't think anyone would have seen that. I certainly didn't have them down there. Campbelltown City just hitting a decent bit of form just at the right time now, and they've picked up a few players, so might find that they start to come up the ladder over the next few weeks as Jasmine Franks clears again for West Torrens Birkalla.
Yeah, Campbelltown. We played them first game of the season down at away at Campbelltown. We won, but you could tell there was something. They had a good team spirit, good morale, well coached, and you thought they'll they stick together and bring a couple of signings in, they'll get out of it. And the two Americans they've brought in seem very, very good players. And of course, Chelsea Dober, well, that's enough said about that. That'll give them some strength and some confidence coming in for the rest of the season. So Campbelltown might get out of it, might get out of that sort of.
I actually tipped them for finals. I know they're second bottom now, but when they were bottom, and I've covered them a couple of times, and the last one I covered was at TK Shutter against Metro United, and I felt there's just a buzz about them. And they seem very positive, and they seem very cohesive, and like you say, they're well coached, and I think they might yet make finals. You mark my words, young man.
I won't put any dollars on it because I'm not a
shot on goal here.
Lily DeCola, and it's 1-0.
What a goal! Strike, I think it's Abby Burns actually who's hit that one on the left.
Sorry, it is Abby Burns. I'm not used to her being that high up the field. She's usually defending. Looks like she's playing the 10 role for me.
Yeah, she just ran in the overlap there, had a little bit of space and got the nice left foot shot on, and Tuvi's beaten to her right hand side, and it's 1-0 West Adelaide. But I suppose that has kind of been coming. West Adelaide have been pressing forward and have looked good when they've come forward.
Yeah, they've looked good in the final third, moving the ball quickly from that wide area to try and get runners in from inside.
That goal coming in the 8th minute. Still nothing each over Adelaide City, between Adelaide City and Adelaide Comets in the Apex Steel WNPL. 1-0 here for West Adelaide on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Gemma McFarlane exchanging a couple of passes on the far side now. West Adelaide come away with it. Here is Lily DeCola. Lovely little through ball. Macri with a cross in towards the middle. Franks reads it well, gets a foot in. They still don't quite clear their lines though. West Adelaide keen to win it back. Abby Burns is fighting like a tiger in there.
Yeah, I think one of the 4 changes from last week West Adelaide's made from the semi-final, the 3-2 win against Metro, and looks like Costa's got them fired up tonight. They're really strong, pushing forward, good tackling.
Here's Blackett on the left hand side, makes her way into the penalty box, hits it low with her left, and it's cleared by West Orange Birkalla. A little bit of time and space now, and a big gap in the middle of the park there, exploited by Mariah Applin, but unsuccessfully in the end, and it comes back to West Adelaide. Here's Blackett. Oh, that's a beautiful through ball to Lily DeCola, who's clean through and goal here, and a lovely little chip.
Finish.
And that's just going to drop into the net beautifully, and it's 2-0. And what a ball by Blackett, and what a finish by DeCola. 2-0.
Yeah, lovely third man run there from Lily DeCola. Bounced up, but it's a really good finish there.
Candidate for goal of the week, maybe. Oh, long way to go.
10 minutes into the round, and we're claiming goal of the round there. I think it'll be something better than that. We'll beat it for the burger this week.
Wow.
It was a good finish, though. It was a very good finish on the run there to lob it over and keep it under the crossbar and in the back of the net there.
Right, Applin gets his back underway, and already West Orange Birkalla have a bit of a mountain to climb. Stunned by 2 early goals in the first 10 minutes here at Kilburn Sportsplex.
Again, giving them no time at all on the ball there. West Adelaide really pressing it strongly, and again winning it back.
Wins it straight back. Nina Yamada almost ended up with it, but it's come to Blackett. She'll have a crack from there.
Yeah.
Straight to me, and it's an easy take.
Nicole's not frightened of a shot from any distance. I've seen her score many good goals over the years.
Nice little through ball from Leah Noto there, who comes into this team. There's 4 changes, as you mentioned before. Paul, Emily Hodgson, Abby Burns, Lily DeCola and Leah Noto all coming into the starting 11. And Hayley Wellington, Madeline Wright, Harriet Burnett and Anna Pritchard are the 4 casualties to the bench, although they probably don't look at themselves as being casualties. You know, it's about rotation probably as much as anything else, isn't it, with a team like this?
It is. It's just interesting. The 3 midfield players, or the three change from last week, so 3 of the changes are the midfield, which is interesting. You never usually make that many changes in one area of the pitch. You might make 1 or a positional change, but to change 3 players out. So Costa must have saw something last week. He he wanted to change up, and so far it's working.
Ball goes out. Throw in for West Adelaide in this near side. To be taken by Laura Johns. She goes short to Burns, and eventually it's hoofed clear unceremoniously, but Yamada finds it. And is that a shot?
Well, the goal scoring form she's in this season, I think she's only failed to score in one game this season, so you can't knock her for trying.
No. I was being a bit harsh, wasn't I? She is top of the goal scoring charts in the Apex Steel WNPL, and by some way as well. As the ball is flicked forward here, Nicole Blackett ends up at the edge of the box. She faces Franks. She's on her right. Is it to Burns? Burns with a little chip over the top. Franks didn't go with Blackett, and there was a little opportunity there. There was no offside either, but the chance goes a begging. Birkalla look like they're sort of playing with just one striker just now. Just looks like Talia Bilardo sitting up there by herself. Lena Vogelsang sitting just behind her. Mariah Applin just behind her as well.
Yeah, usually they play a sort of a 3-5-1-1, but looks like tonight they've gone with a back four. I don't know if that's a tactic they've tried to work on to negate West Adelaide's midfield a little bit, or something that's changed up from the coaching side. So
ball eventually booted forward there by Victoria Costanzo. Goes all the way out for a goal kick. Shanana Tuvi will take. If you just joined us, we're 15 minutes into this Apex Steel Women's National Premier Leagues match between the host side West Adelaide, who sit proudly atop the ladder, and West Torrens Birkalla, who are fourth, already 2 goals down. Goal in the 8th minute from Abby Burns, and a goal in the 10th minute by Lily DeCola.
Yeah, touch there for Karen Murphy, and another one, so she's probably starting getting a little bit cold there at the back. Oh, well one.
A little bit of a mistake there by Notto. It's let in Vogelsang. She plays it out to the far side. Left foot shot, first time. Caitlin Reardon, was it? And she's
Caitlin Reardon. Having got down, made a decent stop, as you would expect her to. She's a very good goalkeeper.
Murphy gets a second touch.
Just ahead me.
Yeah. Plays it out to this near side to Victoria Costanzo. She attempts to go down the line, but is blocked by Sasha Williams, and it's a West Adelaide throw. Taken by Laura Johns to Nina Yamada. But Ellie Princess breaks down the attack, and West Torrens Birkalla come away with it on the far side. I think it's
Katie Reardon again.
Katie Reardon,
nice,
yeah.
Nice one too.
Crosses in with the
good
left
cross.
Close.
Oh.
Breaks to Applin. She can't quite get the body right, but they still have possession. Applin now with it. Chips in with her left into the middle, but it's gone too close to Murphy, who's taken it comfortably and disperses with it.
Great throw. No, short. She's won it.
Oh. Blackett wins the free kick.
You know, if you shout loud enough, you get it. That was a good chance. That was a very good chance. Good play down the left-hand side there between Lena and Katie Reardon, and good crossing. Maybe should have done a little bit better there, but it'll give Birkalla a little bit of a lift and a bit of hope there. They can break down West Adelaide.
Murphy, third touch for the match. Pops it up. Intercepted by Franks, but only as far as Nicole Blackett again. She goes in towards the middle of the park, but she's forced back.
Can't get out the half.
That's right. The last couple of minutes, Birkalla have just sort of maybe found a little bit of confidence and settled. Here's DeCola though. Vicious chip forward, which goes too far and is taken quite comfortably by Toomey. Tuvey clears. Blackett again. Finds Burns. Makes her way past the exit sign. And back across again. Burns gets it first. Solid challenge on Vogelsang, and eventually the shot comes in from Blackett, but again, comfortably taken by Tuvey.
Right up, good flick.
It was nice. She's still got. She hasn't got it. Vogelsang follows up. West Adelaide win it back.
I've certainly lifted a little bit, West Adelaide. Birkalla there. In the
They
last
have,
5
yeah.
minutes, definitely.
So I feel they've maybe settled and maybe just getting their confidence up. They were stunned with those 2 early goals in the 8th minute and the 10th minute.
Yeah. Knock the wind out of them a little bit out the sails.
Nina Yamada now with the ball at her feet. They back off her and they give her a little bit of space. She finds Blackett near the line here. She goes for the long crossfield ball. That's a great pass. Oh. But offside for Georgia Macri in the middle. 18 minutes gone in the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. It is 2-0 here over Adelaide City, who kicked off 15 minutes earlier. It's still nothing each there between Adelaide City and Adelaide Comets. You're watching the Apex Steel Women's National Premier League South Australia with me, David Grant, and Paul Morris, no less. Here's Lena Vogelsang on her right foot, looks to try and get the shot in. Blocked well though, closed the space down well. We still have it though through Talia Bilardo. Eventually it's cleared, but again only as far as another West Torrens Birkalla player. Eventually they bring it down and it goes back to Murphy and the attack breaks down.
Still not out of it.
No, they're not actually.
No, they can't get out.
It's Sasha Williams. Blackett. Finds Burns. Almost a great ball by Burns, but intercepted by Nicole Robertson. But here come West down the left, down the right hand side. Nina Yamada's in the middle and Blackett's at the back post. They still have it. Forced out wide, cross comes in.
No, it was well defended because Georgia Macri, when she gets away, she's got a bit of pace and usually pushes on, but Robertson got back there well and defended her well.
They did play each other back in round 3. That was a 5-1 win for West Adelaide. Birkalla did score through El Princess. West scored through 2 goals from Harriet Burnett, a Robertson own goal, a Lily DeCola goal, and a Nina Yamada goal for a 5-1 win back in round 3, which would have been March when we would have been here in our shorts, Paul.
Yes, it was very good weather early season.
Franks chips long over the top. Gemma McFarlane will get there ahead of Bilardo, and West Adelaide clear the lines again. The Princess doesn't quite get there first. Burns clears the danger. There's Blackett on this left hand side now. Nice first touch with her right foot. Makes her way into the penalty spot. She's been given an acre of space. She's still going. She crosses in low with her left.
Clear.
A break to Lily DeCola, who might have a strike from here. And she does. And it goes out off Mabel Day. It's a corner for West Adelaide.
Definitely a lot more even now. That's the first corner of the night coming up.
I think it is, yeah.
Nicole Blackett to take.
Raises one hand. That means it's going into the off the apex of the bar and the post there. Turn and shot, but eventually West Torrens Birkalla come away with it.
Someone down in the box there. Can't quite make out who it is for Birkalla.
It might be Jasmine Franks. It's hard to tell from that distance and that light. Because when you get to our age, we need opera glasses, Paul, don't we?
Yeah, and I didn't.
You didn't bring your opera glasses?
No, and I didn't bring my reading glasses either. So I'm in. As long as I'm distant, I'm all right.
So as long as it's not too far away or too close, you're fine.
Yeah, I'll be spot on.
I think it is Jasmine Franks, but she's back up on her feet now. Limping a little bit as she makes her way out of the penalty box. West Adelaide take the throw and very sportingly return it to their opponents. Nicole Robertson gratefully receives, although West Adelaide are quick to try and win it back. So the sporting gesture lasted all of about 0.5 of a second.
Yeah, it wasn't that sporting when you chuck it into the corner and then just press the life out of it.
Yeah.
But,
throw in the far side again for West. Yamada tries to play in Macri. She gets her cross in right enough. Cleared, I think, by Fogelsang. Is she the player that's... Oh, no, it's not.
No, I think it was Mabel Day.
Mabel Day, yeah, who's back there.
Got it cleared.
They look quite similar from a distance.
Yeah, similar.
Again, no opera glasses.
No, so they could be similar height, similar hair. Just thankful for numbers on the back of the shirts.
That's all well and good when they're running away from you. Here's Anana Tuvi with the free kick, which she's, I think, stolen a couple of yards there, but the referees let that one go, and she launches into the sky. Lila DeCola is the player under it who gets her head to it. And again.
Is that a head clash? Talia, I think it has gone down.
Looks like she's a little bit unsteady on her feet there. Yeah.
It does. It seemed a fair clash, I think.
Talia Ballardo scored last week in the 41st minute in their 4-0 win, 2 weeks ago, in their 4-0 win over Adelaide City. A game I covered in the howling gale and the pouring rain, Paul.
Yes, it was the same. I think it was... The weather was similar on the Friday night, and I was asked if I could go on one of your commentators, Johnny Keko, down at Comets, and I declined.
Yes, well,
I'm a fair weather commentator.
As anyone in their right mind would have done.
Yes.
Johnny and I are not in our right minds, though.
So no, I actually had something on that night. I would have went, but it was. I wasn't overly concerned.
No, you should have been.
That I wasn't available. It looked a horrific night, to be honest, weather-wise.
Yeah, no, it was tough. Just a moment here while Ballardo comes off to the side. She'll receive some attention. If it is a head knock and it's significant enough, then the rules will be that she'll need to come off the park. Back in our day, of course, Paul, they just told you to shake it off and get on with it, didn't they?
Yep, yeah. And if in our days, if the trainer came on there, they've got a bag and gloves, and he'd come on with the old bucket and cold water and a sponge. And
do you remember the coach, John Lambie? Yeah, Partick Thistle. Mm-hmm. There's a story about one of his players going down with a head knock. And the physio runs out and checks on him, and he comes back and says, "Oh, Mr. Lambie is no good." He said, doesn't even know who he is. John Lambie says, "Well, tell him he's Pele and get him back out there."
The old ones are the best.
Oh, yeah.
No, the old ice cold bucket of water and sponge, and there you go. Didn't matter what was matter. You could have your leg could be hanging off, you could have a cut it in, but the old sponge would fix everything. And
no, I know.
up you got and got back on with it.
No, I mean, I suppose in all seriousness here is Abby. It's clear by two. In all seriousness, I understand that a head knock is something we have to, take very seriously. And Ballardo is off at the side, still receiving treatment for that. And as much as we laugh, the likes of Gordon McQueen, I don't know if you remember Jim Brogan, these guys that ended up with later in life.
No, 100%. You've got to take no chances now and no risks at all. I mean, we've all seen the Terry Butcher photographs from the World Cup.
Terry who? I've never heard of him.
Coach Sunderland for a little bit of time. Took him down, I think. Good season. And again, nowadays just wouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't be.
No, I agree with it.
100%. You've got to agree with it. Heads. Any touch knocks around the head, got to be stopped and assessed, and take no risks, no chances.
And players have got to be honest as well and realise, as much as Talia Ballardo is probably desperate to get back on, that her safety and well-being is paramount, and she hopefully recognises that too and makes a sensible decision. Although sometimes if it's a significant enough head knock, you can't lie about it. As West Adelaide make their way down the right hand side.
No, I hope Talia's fine. She was with me at Metro for a couple of seasons before moving over to Birkalla, and her game's grown immensely since then. So I'm really happy to see that.
Just joined us, you're watching the Apex Steel Women's National Premier League South Australia match between West Adelaide and West Torrens Birkalla. Score is 2-0 for West Adelaide. Goal in the 8th minute from Abby Burns, followed up 2 minutes later by a lovely little lob by Lily DeCola in the 10th minute to make it 2-0. As the cross comes into the middle here, it was cleared by Mabel Day. A little bit of a dispute. I think it was the first time you and I have fallen out, Paul, over the quality of the goal. I'm saying it's going to be a candidate for the goal of the week. You say, well, we're not 10 minutes into this entire weekend and there's a long way to go, and is that the best we're going to get? But I thought it was a fine finish.
No, it was a very good finish, but I think we'll see better this round. I'm sure we will. I think you're probably right. That's probably the first crossword we've had, or disagreement we've had in that.
I know. The start of the breakup. West Adelaide still in possession though, playing the better of the football tonight so far, and Birkalla did show us a little bit between the sort of 10th minute and the 15th minute or 20th minute that they are still a threat, but they've really yet to threaten the goal of Erin Murphy at West Adelaide. But here they come now. It's a wayward and loose ball, maybe a bit careless, picked up and cleared by Gemma McFarlane. Now Abby Burns in the middle of the park.
It's good to see Talia back out there, back out on the pitch. Good to see.
Yeah, that's Bilardo back on, eh?
Yeah.
You come West down the right-hand side now. Nina Yamada's in the middle. She's the target, and that's a beautiful header.
Good header.
That's a cracker, and that makes it 3-0 for West Adelaide. And maybe that's a candidate for goal of the week.
Better team goal. Good play down the right-hand side. Good cross from Georgia Macri on the run there, and Yamada, as she does week in, week out, giving her an opportunity there. First sort of clear opportunity of the night, and she puts a good header down into the bottom corner, giving Tuvi no chance at all, really.
Nina Yamada's 16th goal of the season. She was 15 up to this point. She's 10 clear of Nicole Blackett in West Adelaide's top scoring list, and she's now 10 ahead of Lena Vogelsang, who's the top scorer for Berks in the league. Lena Vogelsang on 6 goals at this point in time, but beautiful glancing header, and Nina Yamada is like as sure as the sun will come up tomorrow morning, scoring again. You like that, Paul?
I did. It was
that was unrehearsed.
No, we didn't rehearse that prior. It was off the cuff, which was pretty good from you.
Thank you. The Princess now with the ball for West Torrens Birkalla, forced back. Jasmine Franks, somewhat of an aimless chip forward. I guess the idea was just to try and test that back line for West Adelaide, but it's a very strong back line. They dealt with it comfortably, and they have won the free kick.
They held a good line there. And, won it, came back through, but offside there.
Here is Sasha Williams now. Tries to find Bilardo. She makes her way down to the line. That's a good cross to the back post where Caitlin Reardon was hovering, but it's just beyond her. But they still have it. It's still in play. And they win the throw in the far side, West Torrens Birkalla.
She had a better option there, trying to whip that cross in when she got a yard of space rather than to take on Emily Hodgson there.
Cross was always a wee bit deep, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good cross, but it was just a little bit deep. Probably didn't read it right there, Katie, and probably could have came in from a little bit deeper.
She hit it with a bit too much pace, if I'm being super critical as well. It probably didn't need that much of power behind it. But it's easy when you're sitting up here.
Oh, very easy from the cheap seats.
From the executive commentary suite. Do you know what I had before I came out tonight, Paul? I had a Bovril.
Funny you should say that. I was just, as I was driving here tonight, I was thinking about the half-time break and what can I suggest that we go and try and get? And it was a Bovril and a hot pie, because it took me back to my
Comes in.
Strike there from
Yep, just wide. Sorry, on you go.
Took me back to my old days of when I was a boy and young lad growing up supporting Newcastle United there in the old Gallagher end, and before my age of development at St James's Park there, and that was one of the half-time things. You don't get a Bovril and a pie.
And was the pie a mutton pie by any chance? We had mutton pies up in Glasgow.
No, we were just a meat pie. And don't ask me what meat was in it, but it was classed as a meat pie and a Bovril, and cost about 30 pence at the time, I think.
It was possibly matured sheep, because that's what we had. You used to bite into it, and the grease that used to come out the other side.
Yeah,
was incredible.
You learn over the years to put a hole in the bottom so it fell away from you rather than on your clothes. So.
Yeah. I've got a little jar of Bovril at home, and I sometimes take a wee bit of that, and it's out of date, but Bovril's one of those things that stays. I mean, it's past its best before, but it's one of those
never goes off
products that is good for about 150 years. There'll be Bovril in the Titanic that's still good enough to drink.
No, I'm sure there is. It's one of those that you took to the Antarctic and on all those expeditions. And
anyway, here's Burns just at the edge of the box.
Good challenge to win that.
We digressed a little bit there.
Yes,
didn't we?
got off slightly off topic there. There's still a game going on.
Difficult to see West Torrens Birkalla coming back from this against a quality West Adelaide side. Top of the table as the cross comes in. Yamada's the player going for it.
Oh,
and somehow
got cleared.
Yamada did the difficult stuff, and then when it looked easy, I think she'd lost sight of the ball, to be fair, but it just needed a tap in, didn't it?
Fell at her feet and she wasn't ready for it. Unfortunately, Birkalla got in and managed to clear it.
Still trying to break forward there. Sasha Williams looking to retrieve the through ball, but it didn't quite get to her. And there has been a goal at Adelaide City Park. Paul, would you care to tell me what's happening at Adelaide City Park?
There's been quite a lengthy stoppage for an injury to Adelaide City's goalkeeper, but just in that stoppage time, in the half there, Comets have gone 1-0 up.
1-0 to Adelaide Comets at Adelaide City Park. Here it's 3-0 for West Torrens Birkalla. Jasmine Franks makes her way down the right-hand side for West Torrens Birkalla. She crosses into the middle. Target was Bellardo. It didn't quite get to her. It fell behind her. And West Adelaide retrieved possession. Here's Burns in the middle of the park now. Stands up. Plays it back to her goalkeeper and receives it back. Victoria Costanzo now makes her way forward. Laura Johns, little chip over the top. Yamada was the target. Mabel Day intercepts. It comes to Vogelsang, who chips forward. She was looking to play in Sasha Williams, but it's gone out in the full, and it's a throw in for West Adelaide.
Georgia Nicola got the goal for Comets in the fourth minute of first half stoppage time.
Comets sitting third in the table or second? I'll need to check that.
Third, I think, just behind NTC.
So a big game for them to keep up with the team at the top here, West Adelaide. Here's Nicole Blackett, makes her way into the edge of the box, puts it right across the face of goal. Oh. I think it's Lily Nicola is the player who. No, it's not. It's
Macri.
Georgia Macri. It's they look alike as well, don't they? Where's the opera glasses?
No, sorry, Comets are actually second. You're right. All right, I'm giving you bum information there, David.
I think
apologise.
NTC were second, and they had a couple of results that didn't go their way, and Comets moved above them in just the last week or maybe two. Still a fair bit of daylight though between Comets and West Adelaide at the top of the Apex Steel WNPL.
Yeah, that's right. Comets had a good, was it 6-0, 6-1 win over NTC?
Yep.
Take them above them, yeah, you're right.
Was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Last week was the Cup, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was no league games last week.
I think it was WSL, but there was certainly no WNPL.
Yeah, it was because Vista lost last week in the State League.
That's right, against
Jags. It was. Yeah. Jags was it 4?
Yeah.
4-5-0. It was a surprise result.
Here's a wee chance here for West Birkalla. This will get cleared off the line though.
Oh, nearly a mix-up. Nearly a mix-up. They just got.
Oh,
what's he going to get
Heels
there?
for a penalty there. As Sasha Williams, I think, is the player who's gone to ground in there, but West Adelaide come away with it. Here's Blackett on this left-hand side. Goes to Burns, who's got an acre of space in the middle of the park, but West Birkalla's midfield sitting very deep at this point. Blackett makes it way into the box, gets a left foot cross in. Doesn't quite, though. Blocked by El Princess. And it's a corner for West Adelaide on this near side.
Interesting challenge on the edge of in the box there. Some weeks you see those given, and some weeks you don't.
That's right.
There's a coach out of being up for the penalty there, no problem at all.
I think so too. Yeah. Just quietly.
Yeah.
Nobody's listening.
No, that's all right.
I think that was a pretty solid appeal for penalty.
Yep.
But, it's gone anyway. It doesn't matter. And the corner comes in, breaks to Lily DeCola.
Oh, blocked.
Yep, blocked by Sasha Williams. She's done well there again. Still West Adelaide have it, but it's wrestled from them. West Birkalla come away, but they've only got one striker up front, and that is Bilardo. Difficult to make inroads when you're a sole striker against a solid back 3 or 4.
Yeah, should be trying to hold on to possession a little bit longer there, and trying at least give Talia a chance to get into a position to receive rather than just seem to playing it forward there.
Chip forward by Franks. Bilardo's a target. Jim McFarlane tries to get in there, but Bilardo's through on goal here.
Great cover from Hutchin.
Yep. And the attack breaks down. And you're right, Emily Hodgson there, covering well for West Adelaide. Jasmine Franks now on this near side.
It's cut out by Nicole Blackett. No support. Macri making a run again. And behind.
Chip over the top here. Here's a wee chance onto the left foot. Great stop by Toomey.
Very, very good save. Come out quickly. Spread herself. Very good save.
Just threw herself at Georgia Macri's feet there and did enough to block the shot. Probably didn't know much about it though, to be fair.
No, but did well to come out quickly and close it down.
No handball there. Has to be below the sleeve, doesn't it? So we play on. West Birkalla still in possession.
It's one of those you call nearly caught it.
Mariah Applin takes that free kick fairly quickly. Ball threaded through. I think it's Bilardo. West Birkalla showing us a little bit.
A little bit again.
Yeah.
A little burst again. I think they had just around 15-20 minutes. A couple of good chances there. Just West Adelaide managed to get them cleared. One off the line and one in the 6-yard box, which I'm sure was going in.
41 minutes gone in the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. 3-0 for West Adelaide. There will be a little bit of injury time, I would expect, added at the end here as Blackett makes her way into the box on her left foot. Side netting, and then, frustrated little kick there, but it didn't go too far, so...
A little bit of frustration there, probably. If she had a chance again, she'd probably try and square it there to Imad or Georgia Macri, but chose the shot into the side netting, so...
They've had a few runs down each flank, and on all of these occasions, they've not cut back. There's no cutbacks. It's either have a shot or sweep it across the front of the goal.
Yeah.
So cutting back doesn't seem to be order of the day.
Yeah, and most of the time, the two fellow forwards have getting in the box, but there hasn't been a run from midfield into that sort of edge of the box penalty spot area where you tend to look to cut the ball back to. That's what you work on in training when you get into those wide areas, and can you cut it back towards the penalty spot edge of the 6-yard box for a player coming in. But 3 or 4, 5 times we haven't seen that from West Adelaide. They just haven't made that extra yards up to get there.
uncharacteristic misunderstanding there between Yamada and Blackett. The ball goes out for a throw-in in this near side, which Jasmine Franks has taken. Mabel Day forced back to the goalkeeper, Nana Tuvi, and El Princess receives and plays back before Tuvi clears her lines, but only as far as Macri. West Torrens Birkalla still in possession here. What do you think, Paul? Do you think this is about damage mitigation now, or do you think West Torrens Birkalla are still in this, or do you think it's about managing potential damage in the second half? I'm sorry to put you in the spot there, but I was just thinking, looking at it from a coaching perspective, what would you be thinking if you were West Torrens Birkalla now?
Oh, you'd look now to get the half time, and with 1 or 2 minutes left, if 3-0, you'd go in and you wouldn't talk much about the goals you'd conceded. You would talk about the positives. Those little patches and spells they had where they pressed them really high. They had that where they couldn't get out the half there for sort of their own half for 3 or 4 minutes, but also the chances they've created. So you would try and be as positive as you can as a coach, instill those positivities, instill those that way of playing. And can we press them higher? Can we give them more time on the ball? Can we stop them getting into the wide areas, because that's what seems to be hurting Birkalla at the moment. But that's throughout the midfield, working that little bit harder to close down the person in possession of the ball. And then can you get quick transitions to try and get behind them, which they've done 2 or 3 times, and on a better day could have a couple of chances and a potential penalty. So as a coach going in, that's what I'd look for, and that's what I'd sort of speak about. The goals are the goals. It's no good looking back and negatives when you're going in it.
Here come
3-0 down.
Here come West on the right hand side now. Nina Yamada breaks to her. She has a shot. She's pushed that one wide uncharacteristically. The scores remain 3-0.
I would have lost $1 to you on that occasion, because I would have betted.
Yeah,
I would have betted she would have finished that there. The goal scoring form she's in this season. But there you go. She's just human after all.
Yeah. So it would seem. But just to go back to your earlier point, I feel you're right about how well West Adelaide have used the width of the pitch, and how well they've used the flanks to attack down each of the flanks. And West Torrens Birkalla just maybe struggled a little bit to deal with that. And I don't mean to be critical of individuals, but I think West Adelaide have certainly been very good down the side. Here's Bilardo now making her way to the edge of the box. We half chance, she'll have a shot. Just a bit high though.
Just what we spoke about, they won the ball high, transition quickly, player in behind, and gets a shot away. So one thing with West Adelaide they like to do is make those out to win runs. And if you watch, when it's on this opposite flank to say Georgia Macri, you'll see her drift in and try and get in behind that fullback off the shoulder. And the same on this side with Nicole Blackett. And that's something when you play West Adelaide you work on in training, to try and force them as wide, keep them as wide as you can. And when you get them in the wider areas, you can defend it that little bit easier than the ball played in behind. Into those pockets of space behind.
Jasmine Franks now with it as West Torrens Birkalla look to try and get something before the break. Well, that's not going to happen, because referee Mark Michael has blown his whistle for the half-time interval. And I think you and I, Paul, are going to go for a bovril and a mutton pie. But before we do, what are your thoughts in the first half?
3-0 is probably a true reflection of the game, with the chances that West Adelaide's created. But Birkalla have had those little phases and patches in the game where they've created some opportunities. I said one off the line, one cleared across. Emily Hodgson got across and did a great clearance from right back to nearly in the left back position to cut out a run. And again, as we said, potentially on a day that could have been a penalty, but they've got to do that better and for longer periods of the game. Birkalla. But again, 3-0 probably a fair reflection on the first half.
Yeah, and it's interesting to watch as the players come off. You can see West Adelaide are full of smiles, and they certainly look very content with their first half performance, whereas West Torrens Birkalla look a little bit stunned. There was a goal in the 8th minute from Abby Burns, followed up 2 minutes later by a goal from Lily DeCola, before Nina Yamada glanced the ball into the back of the net with her head on the 30th minute. It's 3-0 here on the Apex Steel WNPLSA for West Adelaide. We'll be away. We'll go away. We'll get ourselves that bovril and that mutton pie. We'll be back in about 15 minutes, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
What I'm excited about the most, how we can come together, learn about everybody, because we're not the same, but we're somehow the same.
The community came to government to express their concerns about young people. It is our role to listen and it's our role to act.
There's so many kids wanting to play the game from all walks of life.
African Youth Program was established to help Africans with sport, cultural identity, mentorship.
Having a program that's going to target the African children, given it's their sport of choice, presents a huge opportunity to link participation in football with education, which is a perfect thing.
I think the African Youth Program will be a very inclusive program with different teams, different schools coming to play with us.
It's like a very big opportunity to expand skills, knowledge, and in different areas of life.
Most of the kids will grow from this program to be able to become valuable, positive contributors in our society.
Like a voice to be spoken with and not being scared to show your skills.
This empowerment program has many different aspects to it, and of course sport is one of those, but it's actually really about finding your place in the world.
I think everybody's pushing in the one direction to make sure that we can make a real difference.
It's not just a game, it's a very passionate sport that millions of people around the world love to play. That's what football is.
Has a go. Oh, Lexi Knox! What a strike! Saw Lucas off the line, and that is a goal that is absolutely worthy of opening the scoring. And there's the equaliser! Comes from Emily Hazelwood scoring a sixth of the season in production. Dania and Molly. On the other end, can she do something here? Patagoras tries to get on TV, and it's Patagoras. She gets on the back of the net and gets her team the equaliser in her first game back into the LA Comets.
And a decent ball delivered in. Is bouncing about, finds the edge of the area. Here's Millie Scott. A lovely finish. Getting her fifth of the season.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility. Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Hazelwood accelerates, still going, brings it back inboard. Pridham, Bouchereau, important foot. Pridham gets it back. Sasaki! Oh, great save, Goldsmith.
That's a second option. Blackett might just chip it over off the bar again, and then the finish. I'm not sure if it was off the post. No, it was a save from Karras once again.
Not a lot of support there, but she might have a shot from distance. It breaks to Georgia Ianella. Tips over the top to Monique Rukiki. She's on side Rukiki. She's on 3 goals. And a fine stop by Abby Lucas.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
Ghana United is like home the football.
It's always been our goal to move into State League.
Here it's a very family culture. There's a sense of oneness between the Resis, 18s, seniors. Everyone just feels like brothers.
You know, it's like how they say, you train the way you play, but actually when you rock up game days, we actually play like our heart is the last thing that's left, you know what I mean?
I'm loving it. Really good culture, really good environment. It's going great so far in the preseason.
About culture, you know, we open the door, every culture comes to mix to us.
Ghana United will be a club that can play football, simple football, a good football, that we will be in the next couple of years moving to the NPL.
Very thrilled, very excited.
Expect to see some rainbow flicks, That's what makes us Ghana FC, man.
Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Number 15, Lily DeCola, and number 27, Nina Yamada. That score is West Adelaide 3, Birkalla 0.
Welcome back to the Kilburn Sportsplex here in Adelaide. For this Apex Steel Women's National Premier Leagues match between the host side West Adelaide and their visitors West Torrens Birkalla. It is 3-0 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. 3 first half goals coming in the 8th minute, 10th minute and 31st minute. As West Torrens Birkalla dominated much of that first half. Abby Burns, Lily DeCola and Nina Yamada, the goal scorers. Love the game, why not study it? Flinders University now offers degrees in sport, teaching, psychology, social work and more at its new city campus. Apply now for mid-year entry. We thank our partners Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel NPLSA and SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. I'm your host, David Grant. I'll be taking you through the next 45 minutes of football, and I'm joined by none other than Mr. Paul Morris in the commentary booth. Paul, did you enjoy your half-time break?
I did, indeed. It was good little break then. I caught up with a couple of my Metro United, or ex-Metro United players now at half-time. Just a quick chat with them.
Good, and a few of them out here to watch this match, obviously, spending their Friday night out here in the, I wouldn't say bitter cold, but it is chilly, isn't it?
Yeah, it's chilly. It's not as cold as I was expecting. I've had to take a couple of layers off there from watching. But now they're out here on a Friday night looking at the out there and enjoying the game.
Ball breaks to DeCola. She has a shot there, but it's stopped by Tuvik. Yes, you did turn up, looked like you were off on some kind of expedition with Shackleton or something. Yeah. Off in the Endurance to find that fabled Northwest Passage. Yeah, but you've shed a layer or two. It's not so bad in this little booth, is it?
No, and again, this is my first venture out here to the place, and didn't realise they had this nice little room for us to commentate from. Usually, as I said, we're out there on the scaffold and in the elements, but this is a nice change.
Yeah, it's a good little spot. Even if the cameraman Tom has taken position right in front of us, but we can overlook that. Here's Nina Yamada just at the edge of the box as West Adelaide look to continue the form of their first half. We are 3-0 up here. But little gentle nudge in the back there from Caitlin Reardon.
Just
saying, Emily Hodgson, I'm here, by the way.
Yeah, Emily wasn't too phased. She thought it was a throw-in. She was going to prepare to take the throw-in, and they're happy enough to get the free kick there. But it was just a little reminder, I'm your opponent, and I'm here for the next 45 minutes.
Gemma McFarlane now to take this free kick for West Adelaide. Goes towards the penalty spot. Takes about an hour to come back down. When it does, it arrives at Nina Yamada's feet. She crosses with her left foot. Jasmine Franks combining with Ellie Princess to clear the danger for West Torrens Birkalla.
Laura Johns on the ball and been surprisingly quiet for in the first half there. She usually rampages down that left-hand side supporting Nicole Blackett, but I don't think she's got forward once that I can recall in the first half. So
there's Macri and Hodgson combining well for West Adelaide, and they still have possession in that far side. Victoria Costanzo presses it right through the middle. I say the far side, the attack really came through the middle. Here's Lily DeCola, she's forced back though. Johns looks for Burns, doesn't get there. West Torrens Birkalla come away with it. Hodgson.
And that's that little nudge back from the previous couple of minutes there. So.
Referee tonight, Mark Michael. The assistants are Cameron Joy and Joshua Farrell.
I can't remember Mark refereeing too many WMPL games. Might be one of the first time I've seen him out in a WMPL game. He's not having too bad a game so far.
The referees you don't notice are the ones that are supposed to be quite good, right?
Yeah, correct.
He hasn't had too much to do. There hasn't been a lot of niggle in this. I mean, I think that cup game last week, I wasn't at it, but by all accounts, there was a little bit of niggle in that between West Adelaide and Metro United, and the referee might have been kept a bit busier with that game, but this game hasn't had that.
Oh, I wouldn't say niggle last week, just a hard forward contest, some hard challenges going in, but nothing. Here's a chance for Birkalla.
It's cut back, yeah, and it's Applin with a shot.
Just wide.
Just wide, yeah. Goal kick. West Torrens Birkalla in patches, showing us that they are capable. It just needs to be sustained though, doesn't it? I mean, that's the difference to West Adelaide's ability to go forward and be potent in attack is just a sustained thing, whereas for West Torrens Birkalla it's patchy, isn't it? It comes and it goes.
Yeah, again, that was a good build-up, good cross, good opportunity, but failed to take it. Again, there they've gone back and turned the ball over, throw into West Adelaide. Yeah, they just need to sustain that. They're getting some joy when they get it forward quickly into those little pockets of space in those wide areas, but as you said, David, quite rightly, it's got to be sustained.
There's been another goal over at Adelaide City Park. Paul Morris. Adelaide Comets have scored again over there. It's 2-0 in the 56th minute between Adelaide City and Adelaide Comets.
Yeah, Adelaide City's done probably really well there to keep Comets out till that stoppage time in the first half, but hopefully they can dig in and the floodgates don't open in the second half. It's good to see. I saw on the team list for the Comets there, Nano Sasaki making a debut, but playing our first game of the season for Comets after leaving Adelaide United at the end of the season. So
it's great that those. I was going to say W League. It's the A League Women. They call
A League
it
Women, yeah. A League Women.
It's great to see them coming into our local competition. You know, after having had a season on the national stage, and that season on the national stage finishes, and some of them make their way into our WNPL. It's great to see them playing here.
No, it is. It's good for the competition. It's good for the players to play with them, but also against them. You know, they don't get that opportunity very often. Just on that, I saw tonight, Salisbury Inter officially announced the signing of three Adelaide United players from the rest of the season. The three they had last year: Zoe Toland, Katie Bowler, and Emily Condon. So really, really good for them for the second half of the season. To try and get them now locked into a final spot come the end of August.
And here are West Adelaide, who you imagine will be in a final spot. We've got a bit of daylight between them at the top of the table and their nearest rivals, Comets and NTC, sitting in second and third, and Birkalla in fourth. Birkalla gets back underway now. Ella Princess goes long.
Oh, it was good to see, though, for the league, Adelaide Uni getting a 0-0 draw against them. I think it was 2 weeks ago in the last league game, which was good for the league. That sort of shows the league, same as when Metro drew 3-0 with them, it sort of gives the league a little bit of hope there. When teams are running away with it, you lose a little bit of hope when you play them, and change the tactics and formation, sort of dig in a little bit and say, well, can we not keep the score down, but can we try and to sustain them from scoring as much as possible? But it was good the last few games they're there, and I watched that game, and Uni were probably unlucky. They could have potentially have sneaked it there. I think Aaron Murphy made a couple of really good saves from one-on-one situations.
Yeah, 2 draws in the last 4 games for West Adelaide, so they haven't lost a game yet in the league or the cup this season. But those 2 draws maybe give some of these other teams around a little bit of hope that they can make a dent in the progress. I mean, ultimately it's a final series we play in South Australia, which I don't wholeheartedly agree with, to be honest. It's not really my thing, but that's just the way things are, and got to accept that. But it does mean that you can finish top of the table as West Adelaide did last year, and then not end up as champions after a final series. And same for the Metro Stars in the men's competition. They've been an exemplary team over the last couple of years, and don't have that so-called state champion title to go with it. But West Adelaide, a couple of slip-ups in the last couple of weeks, 2 draws in the last 4 games, and as I said before, it maybe gives some of these other teams a little bit of hope that when they come into these games, that West Adelaide can possibly be beaten at some stage. They don't have the best defence. They've conceded 15 goals, and as have Adelaide Uni, so they don't have a defence that's completely impervious.
No, and again, they were very, very good defenders. It's probably the way they play a little bit.
There's Blackett just at the edge of the box. I'll just interrupt you there, young man. And the attack breaks down. Sorry, Paul, on you go.
Oh, that's all right. Just watch this cross from Laura Johns. Well taken there from Ivana.
That's good goalkeeping as she commanded the area there and grabbed it well. Looked quite comfortable, didn't she?
So just one of the things I noticed with West Adelaide tonight, as I spoke about earlier on the first half, the start of the half, there were Laura Johns. The fullbacks haven't pushed on as they normally do. So they have their fullbacks like to push on high, and that's when the wide players become inverted. And sometimes that leaves the 2 centre-halves a little bit exposed. But tonight the fullbacks haven't pushed on as much as they normally do. Like I said, Laura Johns is usually bombing on every attack, but staying that there's Costanza on the edge of the box. So
she receives it back again. Plays it out wide to Blackett.
So maybe that's just a little change that Costa's brought in from last week as well, just to maybe tighten them up a little bit more at the back there. As you say, the 15 goals is a fair few goals to have conceded for a team that's top of the league and running away with it.
Yeah, I mean, West Adelaide's goal difference is 21, but Comets and Football NTC both at 15, so they're a wee bit off the pace there as the ball breaks the edge of the area. Macri, the player for West Adelaide, trying to retrieve. Here's Hodgson, doesn't quite get it, uses the body well.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good little battle that's going on between Raiden and Hodgson there.
As Abby Burns turns left and turns right, gets a little shove in the back from her opponent, but still gets the ball out wide right. Macri with the cross, intercepted there by Lena Vogelsang, and eventually it comes back over the middle. It's a snapshot from Blackett, but it's blocked. Franks looks to clear up, but they just can't get out of that back third at this point in time. West Torrens Birkalla, and Erin Murphy cuts a lonely figure back in the West Adelaide goal, doesn't she? Here's Hodgson, goes forward to Yamada,
and that's what I was talking about. If you can transition quickly, all of a sudden it's a 2-on-1, the 2 centre halves, but that's not the best ball there.
Nina Yamada now with the ball at her feet. Plays in Macri. Macri in a foot race. She's still on her feet. She gets the ball across the middle. Abby Burns, a little bit of space. Thinks about the shot. Eventually twists on her left. But the shot is blocked, and it's a corner for West Adelaide on the far side. And Adelaide City lost tonight. If that's combined with wins for Campbelltown tomorrow, and even Flinders, it'll put a little bit of daylight between the bottom side. Adelaide City on 6 points. Campbelltown are 2 points above, but if City do lose tonight, and Campbelltown do get a win tomorrow, they'll go up to 11 points. So the gap will start to open to the bottom side. As this corner comes in from Blackett, goes towards the edge of the 6-yard box. West Adelaide still have it. But West Birkalla defend well. Bilardo now in a foot race to the far side. Gets the ball first, but can't keep it in. It goes out, and it's a West Adelaide throw. Laura Johns will take this.
Comets have just gone 3-0 up there. Emily Hazelwood.
Right. Well, that you would think would put it beyond Adelaide City's reach. There's probably only 15-20 minutes to go over there at Adelaide City Park. And a misunderstanding between Vogelsang and Bilardo. Gets DeCola in with a wee chance here. She tries to thread it through the middle to Burns. It's picked up by Ture. She clears to Vogelsang. Wayward pass to Sasha Williams. It goes out. It's a West Adelaide throw, which they've already taken. There's an urgency about their play here. Shot
Strike.
Distance by Blackett.
Oh. It's a good strike, just over. But again, Nicole's always capable of that. As I said, over the years, I've seen her score some spectacular goals from distance.
That ball was judged to have been irretrievable. And now we have a spare ball. I'm not sure where it ended up. I thought it just went behind the net.
Yeah, I just thought it went into the netting behind there, but no one behind there to retrieve it. So
Nicole Robertson. And the ball's threaded through.
She's
here.
in.
Yeah, here's Bilardo. The first touch was just a bit heavy.
Too heavy first touch. Good through ball, good run, good timed run, but just too heavy on that first touch.
I tell you what, it would make it interesting if Birkalla got a goal, wouldn't it?
No, 100%. 100% it would. I think it'd be good to get a goal to see what West Adelaide's reaction would be.
West Adelaide, not a side that are used to going behind. So as you say, it would be interesting to see how the reaction to that would be if that's a foul by Lily DeCola. Easiest decision of the night for the referee, Mark Michael, I think. Not sure what DeCola's complaining about there.
But she's just pleading that case a little bit there. She was nodding, so I think she just accepted there, which is Lily DeCola not frightened of a tackle.
Well, Princess now with the free kick for West Birkalla. Yeah, it's a little bit wasted when it's hit straight at the opponent like that, and the Macri collects.
Disappointing. It's usually a good set piece. Taker.
Abel Day, Jasmine Franks. The ball's eventually threaded through. It's Lena Vogelsang.
Again, just unlucky there. Just trying to take that on the run. A difficult technique. Just got a little bit too heavy on the touch. Just as there's Laura Johns just breaking in the box for the first time tonight.
Cross into the middle. Target was Yamada. Breaks back to John. She threads it through on the ground. But eventually it's cleared by Mariah Applin. And here come West Birkalla. Bilardo afforded a little bit of space in the middle. But it comes right through to Caitlin Reardon on this near side. She tries to play in Vogelsang. It doesn't work out. And another uncharacteristic sloppiness there from West Adelaide. Ball goes out from Leah Noto, and it's a throw in the far side for West Birkalla. .62 minutes gone on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED needs. 3-0 for the host side, West Adelaide. 3 first half goals, taking the wind out of West Birkalla, although they've been in with a sniff.
Yeah, no, they're having that little similar time as the first half, where they're looking to create an opportunity to get a goal back in it. And as she said before, it would be interesting if they do to see how West Adelaide react to it.
Here's Lena Vogelsang. She's the top scorer in the league for West Birkalla, but she's not had much luck tonight so far. Eventually it's cleared again.
Very good player, Lena. Rate her very highly.
She is, as they say in Germany, sehr gut.
Yeah, no, I'm not coaching anymore. I did try and sign her in the off season. We had a good chat with her in the off season, but
was that right?
Yeah, we had a really good chat with her in the off season. Tried to get out to Metro, and she made the call to come to Birkalla, and has had a very, very good season for them so far.
Yeah, 6 goals in the league. She is their top scorer in the league. Although once you get to round 12, you would hope your strikers maybe getting a couple more than 50%. Would you? Do you think 6 is an adequate number? Or do you
She's played a lot in midfield, and when we spoke to her, we were looking to potentially bring her in as a 9, and she said she was looking to play more in that midfield, up as an 8 or a 10 for the season, and that's why she's played a fair bit for Birkalla. So as a 10, but she got 6, not a bad return for a 12 rounds in for a midfield player.
Cross comes in. Nina Yamada on the turn, and she squeezed that one in, and it's 4-0 now for West Adelaide, and that will surely put it beyond West Torrens Birkalla. A little set piece, the undoing for West Torrens Birkalla there, and West Adelaide now 4-0 up.
Yeah, a little bit sorry for the goalkeeper there too. It was sort of took a bit of a deflection and took her away from it. So, and now looks like West Adelaide are going to make a couple of changes. Looks like Harriet Burnett and Anna Pritchard are going to come on.
And looks like Yamada and Lily DeCola, the 2 players to come off.
Yep, you're right.
And number 27, Nina Yamada.
Scored 2 and you get brought off. That's it. A bit like AFL, score a goal and come off.
And number 23, Anna Pritchard.
And a couple of changes for Birkalla as well.
Aye, see, they're all doing it at once. This is the commentator's nightmare when they make double substitutions and both teams are doing it. How am I supposed to manage this? On comes Ada Perisic for West Torrens Birkalla.
I didn't see you.
Was it just a single substitution for West Torrens Birkalla?
Yeah, it looked like it was 2 ready to come off. I'm just trying to see who's come off there.
You keep me right, Paul. That's why I've got you on board.
Yeah.
And you kept me right about Lena Fogelsang. I feel a wee bit bad now about being critical of her not scoring enough goals as a striker, and then you tell me, oh, well, she's not actually an out striker this season. So my apologies to you, Mrs. Fogelsang. We're back underway. It's 4-0 now in the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. As I mentioned before, it's difficult to see West Torrens Birkalla coming back from this, and maybe just go back to the point I made just around the half time. Maybe it's maybe West Torrens Birkalla would now look at damage limitation. Would you pack the defence and just hold out for 4 goals, or you wouldn't try and get something from this now, would you?
Oh, you'd probably change you'd obviously bring some substitutes on now. Some players you wanted to give some. If you had some younger players on the bench and give them some exposure to first team football, maybe change your shape up a little bit. If you'd been playing single striker up front, maybe you just go to a 4-3-3, push them on a little bit. But certainly I've never, in all the years I've coached it, have. I mean, tell you a little story in a minute.
Just hold that thought for a minute. Here's Georgia Macri making her way forward. Yeah. She's being marshalled by Nicole Robertson. And West Torrens Birkalla now back in numbers. Ball breaks to Pritchard. She tries to play in Harriet Burnett. But it goes out.
So my first 3 games coaching the first team, WNPL. First one was against 4 years ago now. NTC lost 8-1 away. That was at the old Parks. Following week we beat Comets 3-2. I thought, we're in. We're not too bad here. Sorted ourselves out, and then the following week we went to the Parks again and lost 8-1 again to West Adelaide. So an interesting introduction to WNPL coaching, and we sorted ourselves out of that. And as I said at the sort of pre-season chat we had, we ended up in our usual 6th position, missed out in finals by a couple of points even.
And that was with Metro United, right?
That was with Metro United, yeah. And that was even losing to the first 3 games 8-1.
And you coached the reserves before that, is that
right?
Yeah,
I did 2 years at the reserves, with the reserves at Metro United, and then when Tony Scalzi left, they moved me up, and as I said, 4 years, just on 4 years, 60 league games coaching WNPL. As I said, a little bit of a tough introduction to the first 3 games.
Well, I did a little bit of coaching of women's football. I've got a couple of daughters who played, and I did a little bit of coaching in the Women's State League as well when the coaching group there were struck down with COVID. And if it's any consolation, Paul, I was rotten. I don't think I won a game.
I can tell you, after the first game losing 8-1 to NTC, I still remember we were 1-0 down in the first 20 seconds of the game to an own goal, and it was, I thought, geez. And at the end of the game, I thought, was this coaching lock for me? So, but recovered from it, went on, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed my experience in time as a WNPL coach.
I always enjoyed coaching, and I like to be out there kicking the ball, but I recognise where my strengths are and where my weaknesses are, and probably just a little bit better talking about the game than I am. And running it, as we have
it's Katie Reid, I think. Just let me off there.
She doesn't look like she's going to be coming back on at all. She looks like she's in quite a bit of distress, and she receives a courteous applause as she leaves the field. Looks like Hayley Needs will be the player coming on.
Yep, there's Hayley.
Little break in play. West Adelaide players gather together for a bit of a chat, led by their captain Nicole Blackett. West Torrens Birkalla, meanwhile, do a similar thing, and it's a throw-in that will be taken by West Adelaide here. In fact, it's been given to West Torrens Birkalla. I think we'll probably throw it back. Didn't go into play, so
it's an interesting first touch of the ball for Hayley there.
Here is Mariah Applin. She loses out though to Leah Noto. Eventually ends up with Nicole Blackett on the far side. Blackett on her right foot goes inside to Burns and receives it back. Makes her way down to the byline, crosses into the middle. Goes all the way through though. West Torrens Birkalla failed to clear the lines. It breaks to Burns, and that's a fine shot from distance at the edge of the box. And that's a quality goal as well to put West Adelaide into a 5-0 lead here at Kilburn Sportsplex in the game. Yeah, it was.
Good strike in that bottom corner there. Potential goal of the week, David.
We've had about 3 of them.
Yep.
Yeah. What's been your favourite? What's been your pick of the bunch? I think Nina Yamada's glancing header's been my favourite, to be honest, but that was a very good finish there.
That's a good finish. No, headers was a very good finish. And again, another 3 substitutes for you here to sort out for coming off.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother.
Yeah.
Substitutions, West Adelaide.
So we've got
11, Laura Johns.
Haley Welton coming on,
8,
Maddie Wright, and I think that's
19,
Emma Ryan.
It is Emma Ryan, yep.
And gone off Georgia Macreel,
Coming on, number 7, Madeline Wright. Number 4, Hayley Wellington, and number 20,
Laura Johns.
Emma Ryan.
Yeah, I think you're right, mate. I've just double checked against my little team sheet, and I think you're right in all of those. So, is that West Adelaide used all of their subs now?
That's the 5 subs used.
Yeah.
Which with what?
Well, usually we have chance. Needs is through, but first touch again, a bit heavy, and it goes through.
Which is what, still 20 minutes probably left, something like that. To have used all your subs as a interesting.
Might just be a case that I think this game is won for West Adelaide, and it might just be a case of giving maximum time to some of these players. I would imagine that's what the decision is. But you're right, there is risk in it. I mean, if you do pick up an injury out there, then you're no more subs to make. You're down to 10, aren't you?
Yeah, But just those names who come off the bench there, and just shows you the strength and depth that West Adelaide had, because that 5 players that have come on would all be starters in probably any other side in the league. So
here's Nicole Blackett through on goal edge of the box. She might have a shot here. It's just held up. Solid defending by West Torrens Birkalla to get back. Pritchard hits.
Good strike.
And that's a great strike.
A good strike. Yeah, it's a very good strike there.
Composed, great technique to slam it home for 6.
Especially when it's your first touch of the night, when you've just come off the bench and still trying to get into the game and to get there on the edge of the box. And that's a very good strike in the bottom right hand corner there.
.73 minutes gone, so there's still 17 minutes to go in this game. It's starting to become a bit of a nightmare for West Torrens Birkalla. Pritchard plays it out wide to the far side. Nicole Blackett. I thought she was fouled. She's actually committed the foul, so it's a free kick for West Torrens Birkalla.
I think it's a throw. I think the ball had gone out. I think it's a throw-in.
Okay.
I think the ball had gone out to throw-in to Birkalla.
Need to hand me back those opera glasses, mate.
You'll have to start and share them.
Stop hogging them.
That's
solid clearance by old Princess there.
Yeah, it'll be a new ball needed there, because that's gone into the car park and pitch out the back there. Over the Great Wall and out the ground.
And Costi Garrett retrieves a spare ball for us, and you can see from that pass that...
doesn't do much of training, I think.
No, I don't think so. That was nowhere near its target.
No, not at all.
Here's Abby Burns now. West Torrens Birkalla still trying to make headroads here. And on the counter, they've coming forward here through Emily Cosens, I think, on the far side. Didn't even know she'd come on, to be honest. Here's Bellardo. Finds Perisic. And they still have the ball, West Torrens Birkalla. Threaded through. Needs is offside. Play is pulled back.
Another substitute.
Just the one, though.
Just the one, Birkalla.
That's good. That's Sophie Betterman coming on for West Torrens Birkalla. There's a player going off on the far side. I can't make out who it is. I need those opera glasses back, Paul. Sophie Betterman makes her way over to the right side in a back 4 by the looks of it, with Lena Vogelsang now sitting in a 6.
Not sure if that's Jasmine Frank's gone off there.
That would be a straight swap if it is, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Emma Ryan tries to create the chance there, but it's collected by Toomey, who's now going to clear the lines. Only clears as far as Madeline Wright. And here come West Torrens Birkalla on the far side. It's a foot race. Erin Murphy gets there first. Right. Goes back to Gemma McFarlane. And then she comes out to Emily Hodgson in this near side. Harriet Barnett now.
It's a nice ball in behind.
Good covering there.
Good cover, good challenge.
By Ella Princess. Corner kick comes in from West Adelaide. That 6-yard box. Keeper doesn't quite get to it. And it's gone in off someone's head, but to be honest, I'm not sure exactly. It's very congested there. And West Adelaide now have 7.
Goal to number 3, Gemma McFarlane.
Gemma McFarlane.
West Adelaide now
from
7. West Torrens Birkalla 0.
Keeper missed it and just seemed to hit her. again, the old count, as they say.
That would be a rare goal for Gemma McFarlane. I don't have a record that she's scored this season yet, so...
No, I think she scored it from... Earlier in the season, I think she scored from a corner as well. I'm trying to remember. Might be a second of the season.
There's been a few goals over at Adelaide City Park, Paul. Would you like me to tell you about that? It's now 4-2 over. There's 5 minutes to go. Adelaide Comets in a 4-2 lead over Adelaide City. So a flurry of activity at that ground. Over here, 78 minutes gone in the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. It is 7-0 for West Adelaide in this Apex Steel Women's National Premier League's South Australia match. West Torrens Birkalla still playing with a little bit of spirit. But in truth, this game was probably gone from them at half time when they were 3-0 down. I think I'd play 7 at the back now.
No, it's good to see they're still trying to get forward, try and get a goal out of, try and salvage a goal out of tonight.
Yeah, Vogelside's got it, kept it in.
She did well there to keep that in.
Yeah.
Pity no one came up and showed the same intent and effort and commitment she did there. They might have got something.
Yeah, that's right. Follow up with it.
But no, Birkalla haven't sat back and tried to keep the goals out. They've still tried to. Unfortunately, they've conceded a few, but they've tried to keep going forward and try and get in behind West Adelaide.
Nicole Robertson in a foot race to the side here. Her opponent, Emma Ryan, wins the throw. It's taken by Hodgson. Comes back to right. It goes out off Hayley Wellington. Sorry, it doesn't. It goes out off Mariah Applin, and it's a throw in for West Adelaide, which they've now taken. Here's Abby Burns. Has a brace tonight on her left foot. She thought about the shot, I thought. In the end, it was a pass. It didn't work out. Here's Needs. It's a pass inside. To be honest, it was a little bit blindly hit. And West Adelaide collect the possession.
Challenge.
Emma Ryan with the ball there. Didn't quite get the shot in. It was blocked well. And West Torrens Birkalla have it on the far side. Ella Princess goes long. Victoria Costanzo gets her head to it and hits it down to Blackett. She goes inside to Anna Pritchard. Receives it back. West Adelaide just playing some nice controlled possession football just now. This eventually comes in. The referee, Mark Michael, blows his whistle, I think for an earlier infringement. I think he was playing advantage there. None was to be had, and he's pulled play back for, I think, maybe a West Adelaide free kick in the far side.
Yep, that's what he's done. Looks like Costanzo to take.
She does so with her left foot, goes in towards the penalty spot.
Gemma McFarlane again there.
Yeah.
Ahead to it.
Nice little skill.
Yes.
Piece of skill there by...
a little bit of skill there from Mariah.
Right, Applin, it's broken to Nicole Robertson. She wins the throw. Mariah Applin has made her way up to take it, and she's done that. Hayley leaves the ball. Nicole Robertson eventually tries to receive it back. Mabel Day finds Fogelsang sitting in that 6. Comes back to Princess. She plays it forward. Target, I think, was Bellardo, but it's hit too heavy and it goes out. Ten past 10 at night here now, Paul. It's a late kick-off, isn't it?
It's bedtime. Past my bedtime. I've got to be up. I've got coaching in the morning. I've got to be up at 6 in the morning, so I'm doing a little bit of coaching out at Prince Alfred College, one of the boys' sides there. And we're playing away at Nazareth College in the morning with an 8 o'clock kickoff.
8 o'clock kickoff?
8 o'clock kickoff in the morning, yes.
So that's schools?
Yeah, schools.
Yeah,
schools.
I played, as a youngster, I played rugby union, and our kickoffs were about that time. Here's a wee chance here, straight through the middle. It's 1-on-1. Disappointing. Mariah Applin, disappointed for her. Sort of hoping she might have got that.
Yeah, no, I was just the same myself. It was a good run, good through ball again, good run. Just probably wrong decision to go around her. If she'd gone the other way, again left-footed, so you go to your natural side. But she would have took it away from the goalkeeper and the defender, but took it in, and the defender got back and cleared.
West Torrens Birkalla seeking what would really just be a consolation goal if they can get it now.
You know, I'd like to say it'd be deserved. I think it'd be a deserved consolation if they can get it. They haven't given up. They've kept going.
I haven't seen them as being 7-0 losers. The scoreline's probably quite a harsh reflection on them, isn't it? Because they haven't been that bad.
No, they've had opportunities. It's not been constantly one way, and it's like they haven't had a chance to score or been up the other end of the field. They've had 3 or 4 good chances. Just haven't took them when they've come about, and West Adelaide's took theirs, to be honest.
Nicole Robertson concedes the free kick in this near side, which West Adelaide will shape up to take. Gemma McFarlane makes her way forward. Ball was rolling as indicated by the referee, so that'll be a retake. Five minutes to go on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED needs. It is 7-0 for the home side, West Adelaide here. And the ball breaks here to Harriet Burnett. It's a little snapshot just inside the penalty box. She's put it over the top. And it's a goal kick, which Inanna Ture has taken. Ida Perisic looks to play the ball forward, but it's collected by Hodgson for West Adelaide. She plays it out wide to this right-hand side. Cross comes in. And West Torrens Birkalla forced to defend again. Still not clearing the lines effectively, and West Adelaide have it again. Into the penalty box goes Harriet Burnett with a shot.
Still playing at Adelaide City Park, David. 4-3.
Oh, is that right?
4-3. We're into what, the third minute of stoppage time, and Adelaide City's just got another one there.
Interesting. 7 goals at both WNPL games tonight so far. That game at Adelaide City Park will finish approximately 15 minutes before this one. As West Adelaide look to play out from the back. An earlier infringement means play will be called back. It's a free kick for West Adelaide inside their own half, which they've now taken, launched forward. Nicole Robertson's the player who intercepted the ball in one possession there. Here's Hayley Needs now in this near side for West Torrens Birkalla. Goes inside to Applin. She loses out to Madeline Wright. She plays in Abby Burns now.
Oh, well defended.
Mabel Day, the player there who did defend that, concedes a throw in. Emily Hodgson with the throw. Mabel Day again gets the ball first, concedes a throw in. West Adelaide throw in right down in the corner. Ball cleared eventually by West Torrens Birkalla. Another West Adelaide throw in. If the statistics for throw-ins were available, they'd be off the roof for West Adelaide. Hodgson takes, finds Burns. Burnett goes to the line. She'll get the cross in with her right. She does to the near post. Ball goes out. Goal kick.
Still going at Adelaide City.
They don't know when to stop. Does he know it's only 90 minutes? IFAB make another rule change. We don't know about it. Pritchard in the middle of the park here has a little tug in Fogelsang's shirt.
That's a free kick.
Yeah. To be fair to the ref, I think he was maybe unsighted, but the ball goes back to Tuvey in the end, and Anna Tuvey now clears for West Torrens Birkalla. Not sure what that was for. Some free kick or something in the middle of the park there. But anyway, it's been taken. A little bit wasted, really. Just launched the ball long, and
it's got a little bit scrappy in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Into the last minute of play here at Kilburn Sportsplex. It is 7-0 for the home side. Comprehensive win for them. As they look for their 8th, little chip over the top.
Just too far.
Yeah, Namaturi came out well.
No, Folgan.
I don't think that was intentional.
No.
Harriet Burnett with the back header there. Haley Needs flicks over. She was looking for Mariah Applin. It didn't get there, but they still have possession. Comes back to Haley Needs now. Emily Hodgson's on her though, and wins the foul.
Just finished there at Adelaide City, 4-3 to Comets.
Game over there.
Comets with 27 shots, 7 on target. Comets 7 shots, 4 on target.
Still a few minutes left here at Kilburn Sports Complex. But in truth, this game was probably over at half time. When West Adelaide got themselves into a 3-0 lead. Come West Torrens Birkalla now through Nicole Robertson. Makes her way forward. There's a little flick on.
Another chance.
Lardo in her right foot. And that's a lovely finish.
Great finish.
Great to see.
Good finish, good.
And I feel they deserved it.
No, 100% they deserve it. They've kept going. They didn't sit back, as we spoke about. Kept trying to play forward, and that's a very, very good finish there from Talia.
It's a mere consolation, but well deserved. 7-1. Goal scored in the 91st minute by Talia Ballardo. And a fine finish too. That's my pick for goal of the night, Paul.
You can't change your mind. You had it picked in the first 8 minutes of the game.
Nah, I'm going to go for that one. I can change my mind. I'm the lead commentator. You're just the co.
Oh, okay, then no worries. I'll get back in my box.
No, it was a fine finish. 91st minute.
No, it was a very good finish. Good again. Good.
They might get a second. Here's Lena Fogelsang making her way forward.
Again, another good through ball, good timed run, and a very, very, very good finish.
And that's it. I thought there might have been a little bit of injury time, given that we did stop a couple of times in the second half, and given that we have had 6 goals in this second half. 6 goals or 5? Either way, it's finished 7-1 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard here at Kilburn Sports Complex. 2 goals from Abby Burns, 1 from Lily DeCola, 2 for Nina Yamada. Pritchard goal as well. There's the stats there for you, Paul. 16 shots on goal for West Adelaide versus 4 for West Torrens Birkalla. Shots on target 11-2. I mean, they're very telling sort of statistics, really, aren't they?
Yeah, and again, as a coach, when you do your review at the end of the game going into next week, the stats very, very rarely lie when you look at them to give you a true reflection of the game. But credit to Birkalla. They kept going, they kept working, and as we said in the commentary there at the end, I thought it was a thoroughly deserved goal for Birkalla, but unfortunately shipped seven the other way. So
Yeah, well, I guess those statistics tell a bit of a story. I'm going to put you in the spot, Paul, because I've got to ask you for your best on ground. It's one of those sponsorship things that we have to ask. So while you're thinking about that, let me tell you, love the game, why not study it? Flinders University now offers degrees in sport, teaching, psychology, social work and more at its New City campus. Apply now for mid-year entry. So, the Power Player of the Match, proudly supported by SA Power Networks. Have you had a chance to think about it? I put you in the spot a little bit there.
A little bit on the spot. Johnny did the same a few weeks ago as well to me, but for me, Abby Burns was probably best on ground tonight. I thought she did it. Scored a couple of goals, worked hard, probably out of position. We see her as a bit of a natural defender there, but she played most of the games at 10 and finished up the last probably 15 minutes of the game when Yamada went off as the centre forward. Worked very hard. Very impressed with her tonight, so my player of the match is Abby Burns.
Yeah, and I would agree with that. I think she was superb tonight. But anyway, we should get on our way. Fancy another bovril and mutton pie?
Always.
Okay.
Always.
Well, we'll go and get ourselves one of them, or two of them. And don't forget, folks, you can watch all of the FSA leagues, all of these Apex Steel WNPL South Australia matches on the FSA Leagues YouTube channel. 2 games tonight. There's a bunch of games tomorrow, and all the men's games tomorrow, of course, as well in the RA-NPL. It's finished here at 7-1 for West Adelaide. Very comprehensive win for the team that's sitting top of the ladder. But we'll go on the way just now. We'll catch you around the traps. Be good to yourselves and each other.
Yes, for sure. And
Jerry Springer used to say that.
Yes, he did. Everyone enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.